Hi guys, welcome along to another IVHQ Express webinar where today we're talking all about volunteering in Italy. Today we're going to be joined by Kayla. Kayla's part of the IVHQ Italy team. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we're going to be asking Kayla the top 10 questions asked by volunteers who are heading to Italy. Let's kick this off with question number 1. Where is the program actually located?
Okay, so this program is located in Naples, and the program is actually located right in the city center, which is awesome for volunteers.
And how do volunteers actually arrive at the program?
So there's a few options here. The most popular thing for volunteers to do is to arrive into Naples International Airport. From there, they'll get a pickup from the airport by our local team, transport back to the accommodation. Alternatively, some volunteers choose to fly into Rome because it's a lot cheaper, and then they can take a 1 or 2 hour train ride into Naples, and the local team can pick them up at a designated meeting spot.
Now, what type of person is this program more well suited to?
Well, we get a lot of solo volunteers on this program, primarily between the age of 18 and 30. But that being said, we just had an 85-year-old complete the program, so it can be a real range of ages.
How many volunteers should we expect to be joined on the program with us in Italy?
Depending on the month, you can expect between 10 and 28. 28 is the maximum capacity, but it really fluctuates throughout the year.
Now, obviously, we're going to Italy as well to volunteer. Can you tell us a bit about the projects that you've got, and also are there any requirements for the projects?
Yeah, definitely. We have 4 projects available in Italy. We have a teaching English project and an after-school care project. The minimum duration on those 2 projects is 2 weeks. Alternatively, we have an environmental project and an NGO support project, and on those 2 projects, the minimum duration is 4 weeks. The only other requirement I would recommend keeping in mind is that on the Italy program, all volunteers have to be at least 18 years of age.
Another thing that we get asked a lot is volunteering in Italy safe?
Very safe. We have an awesome local team on the ground. They're there to support volunteers 24/7. Where the accommodation is actually located is a really safe neighborhood within Naples. There are 2 sets of locks that volunteers have to go through to actually get into the accommodation, and it's patrolled as well in that area. So it's super safe, and we've never really had any concerns.
The accommodation, obviously you spoke about the area in Naples that it is. Can you tell us a little bit about the accommodation and what volunteers can expect?
Yeah, it's a really cool space. It's an apartment, a really large 2-story apartment. Like I said, it's located right downtown in Naples, maybe a 20-minute walk away from the water. The main floor is where the local team has their office, as well as our kitchen facilities, some bathrooms, and then a common area for volunteers to hang out in and plan for their placements. And then upstairs is where you're going to find the dorm-style rooms. So we've got rooms for females and males. They're obviously separate, and then shared washroom facilities based on gender.
Tell us a bit about the food, both on the program and also out in the community.
Yep, so breakfast is self-catered 7 days a week for volunteers, and then Monday through Friday we bring in lunch and dinner from a catering company locally. One thing that volunteers do notice about the food in Italy is that it's a lot smaller in terms of portion size. So because of that, lots of volunteers tend to go out later at night to get things like pasta and pizza, which are both delicious in that area, and there's tons of options to choose from.
How do volunteers get around Naples on a daily basis?
So the easiest way to get around is just by foot, so I would suggest investing in a good pair of walking shoes. Alternatively, there is a metro system and a bus system that volunteers can access. Recommended $5 US a day if you're planning to use that, but most of the placements are within walking distance.
And also the really popular question of what can volunteers do in their spare time in Italy?
There's no shortage of things to do in Italy, anything from museums to art to travel and tourism. You can go to Rome, it's only 2 hours away. 45 minutes outside of the program is Mount Vesuvius, which a lot of volunteers do for a day trip. There's diving, it's really unlimited in terms of what you want to do. There's something for everything.
Sounds fantastic. Kayla, thank you so much. I think we've got through 10 questions there. If you do have any more questions about volunteering in Italy, Kayla and her team are the best people to speak to. They can get in touch via the website, yeah?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So again, thank you so much for joining us for another IVHQ Express webinar. We'll be back again with a new video next Wednesday. If you've got any destinations that you want us to cover, make sure you leave it in the comment section below.